Hello, and welcome to Watching Movies with my pastor. I'm trying to keep my voice low because I want to be heard in my microphone and not yours. But in this fun... Okay, so we're still letting Philip recover from knee surgery, and he's about to have another surgery. He's got to get some new batteries or something into the device that helps control his seizures. So he's going under the knife, I think this week, did they say? I don't know. So we're going to play more games with my wife. So say hello, my wife.
Hello, my wife.
Okay, she had, of course, to be cheesy. All right, so y'all know Heather. We call her the Bio Nerd around here. I, of course, am your Spider-Pan from the Fandom Nexus podcast, also known as Jeremy around here. So if you're not familiar with the Neverland podcast, the Fandom Nexus, it's at neverlandpodcast.com. There is finally now a website for Watching Movies with my pastor. I'll make sure I've got a link below. I believe it is watchingmovies.neverlandpodcast.com. I can't remember what I gave for a domain for this, but we do have a website finally for this podcast. It's about stinking time, right? So make sure you visit the website. You'll find a lot of fun things to go through, and you can link over to the Fandom Nexus official website. You can find links to our Patreon and all the other stuff, so you can help support us to keep us doing this. Normally what we do is I sit with my pastor, we commentate on movies, share some spiritual insights, but when Pastor Phillip can't make it, we've been playing games with my wife that she has never played before. I had you play just a little bit of the original Final Fantasy VII. I think last thing we did is you finally got to meet Aerith.
Yeah, I think so.
And so, but I thought, you know what, let's try, because that one is, we had to say the lines for our characters to help you with the audio version to be able to follow and play along with us. And I thought, well, you know, if you got to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, then the dialogue and all the sound is actually already going to be there. And it'll help us make it a little bit more of an interesting, video or audio version of the podcast. There will be some video most likely that I will share of this as well. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do a special for you Patreon people. Maybe the video version will only be over there, but probably not. But well, if I edit this down and cut it short, then the Patreon will have a full version, and the rest of you will have a shortened version. But we will see. But anyways, we're going to sit. I've right now got a hold of the controller because I wanted to make sure that. I've got it set for easy, but I want to make sure I start video and start the audio at about the same time. So it all links up. That way when I do this together, it will be synonymous. That way we know when we've played an hour. Okay, so I'm going to hit new game. We're going to put you in the default. We're not going to invert you. You're going to play it on easy. Begin the game with high-end leveled characters. I'm going to give you a new game head start because this will be new for you. Here we go. And hopefully we're not blowing her ears out.
Yeah, no kidding.
There should be music by now, I thought. There it is.
It's
just quiet. Now, you might remember a little bit of how Final Fantasy VII, the original game, started. It was the stars for a long time, just stars and stars, and then we drifted down to Aerith. We get a little bit more this time to kind of show us what the city of Midgar, where the entire game remake takes place in Midgar.
Well, now you remember I only played that once, so I don't remember how it came in. So now other people might that they've played it.
Now, if you recognize this music, this is a slowed down version of Sephiroth's One-Winged Angel. Spooky, huh?
Yeah, I can kind of hear it now that you say that.
Mm-hmm. And I like how cinematically this starts, even compared to the original. And we're getting even opening credits. Music by Nobuo Uematsu, and I don't know if I say his name right, but he's like the John Williams of games. He's amazing.
Well, this kind of gets how much life is in the city.
Yeah.
I would think, because stuff's going to start happening, right?
Yeah.
And so there's here is plant life that's not existent, which is, isn't that part of a thing?
Because the fact that they're up on this, the plate or the big pizza on the upper levels, they don't really have much earth for plants to even grow.
Yeah.
Which is why Aerith can make quite the business being down on the bottom levels and actually having real soil to work with, and she can have flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
Although the entire city is covered with this cloud makeup. Now, see, this is getting into the opening of the original game. It's all Starfield-y looking as we work our way down to Aerith, first character we get to meet. And I love, she's almost got glowing eyes here. It's kind of cool.
Well, something is like glowing in front of her.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. It almost looks like
It's Mako going through the pipes there.
Oh, okay.
And it's part of the life stream where all the souls of everybody who passes away becomes part of the planet. And she can communicate with them. So you kind of get the idea she's kind of hearing them, talking to them. But what is she afraid of? She looks over something you don't see. What is she afraid of? You'll find out.
Well, I mean, I've seen you play this a little bit, and and the like. So I think I got a feel for these dark figures that I think you said were going to show up later. Aw.
Stepping on her lily.
People are so rude.
I like this here. She stares right at you, almost pleading at you. If that don't kind of oof at you a little bit. I don't know, that gets to me. That look. They did a really good job. They are communicating stuff to the player. Oh gosh, it does. That look. It makes you want to help her. And that's kind of a crucial thing. They did such a good job animating the characters. Here comes that big music hit. The music is so good in this.
Now I just noticed something. They have these big, I'm assuming they're generators. They have one that's like 01, but then there were ones that were like 05,
yes.
05, and like 04, 04.
There, I believe, are 7 total of those of the Mako generator, Mako reactors.
It's just that one was just 01, like just 01.
Right.
But then the ones
And
that
then
you were
there's
coming
02.
in, no, they were like 0404. Like they were, I don't know if it was just supposed to be a repeat. Like this is the 4th one.
But no, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as you go around. I don't know if a kick to the gut would actually.
Well, it knocked the wind out of you.
Yeah.
You might pass out from just.
See now, these 3 here, Biggs, Weggs, and Jesse, you'll have a lot more interaction with them. You're going to learn to love them, and then they're going to die. Sorry.
Get down here, Merc.
Superhero landing coming up.
Epic entrance.
Yeah.
Always necessary, right? So is that
And
a
you see
magnet?
his glowing blue eyes.
Is it a magnet that keeps his giant sword on his back, or what?
That's what they never really say, but I think it might be. Okay, so you're going to move around with, of course, your left stick. It'll give you some instruction as you go.
Okay, and then. Oh, okay.
Don't cut, don't kill Barrett.
Well,
You can. If you see boxes, you can smash boxes. You're going to play this like you're playing in a 3D Legend of Zelda game. That's why I think you could probably. Nope, you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like you right now anyway.
Oh.
Halt!
Okay.
Who goes there? You're up.
All right, your first fight. It should be very easy for you. Okay, so you're going to use the square button to attack. If you hold it down, you can do an attack capable of hitting multiple enemies. Okay, if you look on your control, you see how it's got the hamburger stack. That'll be your button you'll hit to get out.
What is Punisher mode?
Punisher mode? You won't move as fast, but you'll hit harder.
Okay.
So you won't necessarily need to use that right now, but I mean it's an option.
So
for
how do
later.
I get out of this?
Okay, now you see how the back has a hamburger menu. There'll be a one of those two, I think it's like what would be like a start button, but it probably says options over there on the right. Little button. That'll be your button.
You're
there
coming
you go.
with us.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
Take it to him. There you go.
So.
Oh,
Wow, that was super easy. It was even easier than I thought because I've given you such advantage. You even have some materia already, it looks like.
Okay.
So, yep. I'm making it easy for you being not much of a gamer.
Well, and I stink
Okay,
at this.
now, you notice the other stick, you can turn the camera. Sometimes when running forward, I find it easier to just turn the camera if I want to run a straight line. And if I want to turn, it's a lot easier than stopping and turning.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, Jessie's a kind of a, whatever, she's a weird flirt of herself. ATB gauge fills as time passes, and by attacking, of course, with your sword, square button. Once the bar is full, your character can perform special actions. Charges can be used immediately or saved. Try attacking the enemy to fill gauge.
What is ATB?
Okay, you can kind of see through the blue over there. See that thing that says ATB on underneath your health?
Okay, but what is it?
ATB it's like attack time, whatever. Because you remember when you were playing the original that you had a time thing that filled up before you could do an action, right?
Okay.
So they've kept that idea. I mean, except for you can keep fighting normally, but if you want to do a special attack, and that will be, you see down over on the bottom left, there's a commands menu. So when you have some ATB built up, you can go into commands menu and you can do a special attack.
Okay.
ATB will probably fill up pretty good, but you can kind of see you've got a little bit of ATB.
Go ahead.
You probably won't need it. There you go. You can expend ATB gauge charges to perform battle commands, such as using abilities, magic, or items. Press X to try one of these commands. And it'll slow things down while you're picking commands. So you didn't need to anyway.
Not bad.
I forgot which button is block. I think it's the right shoulder. Okay, when not in battle, you can check the map, open menus, and view various kinds of information. You'll use, of course, the options button or start button. I like to call it the start button because that's what it's kind of replacing. And that's how you can open the main menu. You see that big open square or a big rectangle there on a PlayStation controller?
Yeah.
That's almost like a select button right there. And if you press that, you can access the map and you can check on your objectives as well. Yeah, the big. And the PlayStation is so modernized, you could actually sometimes, certain games, you can run your finger across that thing. Okay, when you see that appear, then you'll move your character close and then automatically you do a jump, crouch, or perform whatever action. It's kind of like, remember you had a little hop in the original one that it just did it automatically for you. You don't have to worry about jumping over stuff. Zoop. But you see on the ground, it popped up a little arrow.
Okay.
That says you're going to be in action.
Drop the weapon!
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
They're so helpful.
Now hit your X button. I think you got enough ATB maybe. Oh, okay, there's guarding with the right bumpers. Okay. Now you know you've got a trigger right there on the right. That's, of course, the big one. Then that little one at the tippy top, that smaller one, is the bumper. So if you hold that down, you can block. Or if you wanted to, if you hit the circle button, that is an evade, so you'll roll out of the way. Like that. They're conveniently video showing you how all that works. A successful guard reduces the amount of damage suffered and also charges your ATB gauge. Which I guess your ATB
You're
is
coming
not... No,
with us.
You've almost got one full thing for ATB, but... I've got you so overpowered that you're not even filling up the ATB. You're just wiping them out. Mopping the floor with them.
That's fine with me
That's
because
what I figured. Up the
stink.
stairs,
That's
Cloud.
what I'm saying. I'm stink. So I must compensate for my...
There you go. And you're learning the camera. See, I figured with like 3D games that you've struggled with, you just need to get some practice in. So, okay, so yeah, triangle is how you'll interact with things. Sometimes you have to hold down, but yeah, there might be a chest over here. It'll have a button prompt for you. Okay, yep, you'll get used to it. But see, there's a treasure chest. Whoop, there you go. 2 potions. Those will restore some
Okay,
health.
now where am I supposed to go? Okay, let's see. It's looking like maybe over this way.
Yeah, you got a bit of an opening over there.
Oop.
Yeah, it's still been installed. Okay, yeah, see there's boxes
So it
over
doesn't
there?
matter then.
If you find boxes with a Shinra logo, press square to smash them. That's how you kind of whipped your sword out Barrett earlier. And you might find some goodies. It'll just automatically give you what you find in there. So, no, wait, back there, back behind you. Behind you.
Oh.
Well, yeah, don't forget the stuff behind you. Turn around. This way. If you have to rotate the camera before you move, there, because yeah, don't forget those boxes.
Nope.
Get a little closer. Smash! You got some magic points that you recover with Mako Shard. You haven't even burned any magic, but that's okay. But see, you go bust stuff because it'll replenish you a little bit. All right, now go talk to Wedge over here. It'll probably just automatically cut to you.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of
That's
us.
totally a Charlie Sheen
I'm
impersonation.
glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
I like Wedge.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of kitties. He loves kitty cats. You can talk to Biggs there too. If you get
We'll
close to him,
enjoy
a triangle will pop
too.
up. But you see, their side conversations are Biggs will pop up.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
So I love those extra conversations that are not the main stuff that happen.
Enough. We're done
But
here.
she's an unapologetic flirt. That's what I was trying to think of later.
Okay, so now what?
Well, I think you can go talk to Barrett, or you can go bug them and they'll open the door. Barrett's over behind you. Or, well, not behind you now. Rotate the camera till you see him. There you go. He's over. He's kind of behind you. He's over there, I believe. Yeah, there's Barrett. That's how you advance on. You can go talk to Barrett and move things along. There you go.
Okay.
He's kind of Mr. T.
No kidding.
You'll grow to like Barrett. I think I told you that in the other one. He seems gruff and everything, but he's a tender heart underneath that.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
They have that anime reacting. Ooh, in this one's really bad. Everything's a huff.
Well, it was made in Japan.
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gill.
Yeah, gil, of course, is what they have for money.
Yeah.
Just in case you haven't got me talking about, I have to get a certain amount of gil for platinuming all the early games.
That's.
And here's replicating a shot from the original game, only in more detail. Go! And away!
Where am I going?
Take a quick look around. Down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Oop.
There might be something over. You can press R3 down. Okay, that would be clicking it down. I think the Nintendo Switch does that too for stuff.
Where's R3?
And you can lock R3. See how it looks like one of your control sticks? It's that control stick on the right.
This one?
Yeah, you'll click it down like a button. The Switch does the same thing.
Locks onto a specific target.
Yep.
Okay.
And while locked on target, you can use the stick or the.
Get him, boy!
Guess you're first.
There they are. Go get the dog. Take him out. They're not. Ooh. Oh, you staggered it. Very good. Okay, hit the X
Looks
button.
like you're next.
Or not. I was going to show you the command that you actually got some ATB built up. All right, now come back this way. I think there's some goodies over on the other side of the stairs.
What?
If I remember. This way, over here. Is there any? Oh, I thought there were some goodies over there. Never mind. I was wrong.
Looks like just
The
stuff.
stairs. Yeah. Just go meet the rest of the party. Now, this was highly anticipated for being remade. They actually were talking about during the PS3 time that they were going to maybe remake this, and they had a little bit of a hint that they were working on it. And then finally at an E3, they showed a quick little movie preview of the tease to this, and everybody got super excited, but it still took a few more years for it to get done. They've been a lot faster about getting Rebirth out, and hopefully we're going to hear something very soon about the third part. Yep, up the elevator you go. A lot less confusing than remember the elevator you had such trouble with in the original. Like, where's the button? What's going on?
I hope I don't have to do like a timed run out of here because I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm just telling you because I'm struggling here a little bit.
You just got to get used to like using the right stick to kind of turn the face where you want to go. And but you're kind of getting the hang of it. You're doing better than you think you are.
This way.
¿Dónde está?
Right through there.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
It's a weird like titty dog.
Think you can stop me?
Okay, so now while you're paused, all right, so you see there on the bottom right, all right, your health is that upper bar, and right next to it is your magic points. But see that blue bar that's filling up?
Yeah.
That's the ATB. When you get to that first section where it's kind of crossed off, that's where you can hit your X button and then look into abilities, spells, or using an item.
Okay.
I think you can use an item at any time, but you'll have you have special abilities and you have spells you can throw and okay, but you see how time is like slowed down. See how stuff is moving. So okay, hit your circle button to get out of that because you don't have one yet. Go smack somebody. Okay, cool. Now hit X.
You can't win!
Or not hit X. Now you got two of them. Hit X and you can do something cool, but never mind. You're going to want to be able to learn that eventually because you're going to want to be able to throw some thunder at the scorpion thing.
I'm sorry. I just...
But you're doing okay smacking everything. I just want to show you all your fun abilities. Like what your limit break, the Braver is actually now, I think, just a regular move, and they've given him a different thing for a limit break, if I remember correctly. Okay, there might be some gifts over there. Nope, guess not. Okay, yep, head down after them fools. gathering around, just waiting for you to kick their butts. Go get them.
Oh! What did I hit?
I don't know what you hit. Oh, you've targeted somebody. You've locked on. Okay, it was just telling you that. Okay.
That.
Easy as pie.
Not bad.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't see any goodies over here. Oh, there's one. There's a chest. Of course, the original game came out in 1997. This one came out during COVID and helped me get through it. You actually went with me, went to Best Buy to pick up my reservation, which I had to go pick up pretty far off. Actually, I had to go pick it up.
It's not.
There you go. And you're going to have to hold the triangle down.
Oh.
Because it takes effort to pull a lever.
Takes that much effort?
Yeah, they took that concept out of Rebirth because nobody liked that. It kind of works, though, when you're trying to high-five Aerith later. I think you've gotten to see that scene. You can talk to Wedge real quick before you go up there. This is actually a pretty exact mapping of the...
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
Thanks, Wedge. Good shooting, Wedge. Okay. Yep. Now you see there's the big 01, Reactor 1. Yep. Going in.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him?
Stamp, of course, is
Or
the
is
name
he
of
a
the shooter
loyal
dog.
little doggy?
That's what that crack is. See,
Have
his
it your
memory
way,
problems
Mother.
are
We
flash.
can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built.
See, he tried to remember the
Never
interior of
seen
a
one
reactor,
like
but he
this,
doesn't
but I'll
quite have
manage.
memory of it. So he ends up, you don't realize how much he actually kind of just lies and goes through. But yeah, anybody who's got a little lit up thing, if you can talk to Jesse first before you go to Wedge, because Wedge will open the door, but you can talk to Jesse.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
She might have a second thing to say too. I don't know. Not all of them get a second.
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Biggs
Sometimes
will
they
have the
just
door
repeat a
open
line,
soon.
but sometimes you can get some extra bits of dialogue from people.
I'm watching you.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! We'll wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Okay, switching modes. Every character has a unique ability, which you evacuate with triangle. This is the Punisher mode that you were asking about. Now, in Punisher mode, if he gets attacked while guarding, he'll automatically strike back, too. But you see, his moves are a lot bigger and sweeping, and he holds the sword a little differently. The scary thing about that, the way he holds the sword is the way Sephiroth does when you go to Punisher mode.
He's
Scary.
alone! We can take it! Make it rain!
Okay, you have a full ATB bar. Hit X. Or smash the guy in the face.
I like to smash.
It's not like you really need to use the abilities.
He
This is,
always
wow, I
knows
gave you
just
such
what to say.
a boost.
Cut it out!
Okay, now you can have fun talking to people again.
Simmer down, hotshot.
Okay, Biggs is probably guarding that other thing, but Jesse's over there working on the keyboard right next to you.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
Okay, there's a chest over on your left and some boxes to smash. Woohoo! Trying to recover Mako points or magic points, but you haven't really done any magic, but you will. Oh, a Phoenix down. That'll be handy. That'll pick your butt back off the ground. Or a partner's butt right off the ground. if you need
Security's
to.
only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Yeah, he says that, but it's not like you've made mistakes. Everything's fine.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
So they did integrate, her asking you to press the button at least for an elevator. I appreciate that.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Nibelheim. Now, when I was looking in the ultimate guides or materia ultimatums, some of the green flash and some of this flash kind of indicates that this is kind of a false memory. Like he wanted Tifa to acknowledge him, but it turns out they really weren't that close.
Tifa and I.
So like he wanted when he came out of the house her to acknowledge him, but she never really did. So he was always trying to impress her, but not like the way the other boys in town did. And she actually did kind of like Cloud. And he did interact with her. Here's Heidegger. You're going to recognize his voice as Bender from Futurama. Mm-hmm. And that's President Shinra. Doing like the typical anime evil guy pose with the fist and the
appear
thing.
to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Yeah, some people play this and think it's this big environmental message. Then you miss the point of the whole thing if you leave it there. There's a lot going on.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
See, Barrett's kind of a comic relief in his own goofy, weird way of us being with this blowhard. Okay, you're going to be able to switch characters now because Barrett has officially joined the party. Okay, so Barrett, he specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down a square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon, which he is most of the time. Barrett can fire from safe locations and hit enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword, and you can kind of move while you're firing at the target.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun.
Okay, right now you are Barrett, so hit your square button and shoot that thing.
These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
You are, I think you're locked on something. And you have on triangle, you have an overcharge, so you can blast a big, heavy load of stuff. Like right there, there it is. He delivers a heavy-hitting attack that fills a large portion of his ATB gauge when you use it. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge this attack. Pressing triangle, however, will speed up the process. You see how, like in the animation, he's kind of pounding it on the ground. That's how you can kind of recharge it a little quicker if you need to. But if you just hit triangle while you're aimed at that thing, and then boom, does that. Well, you're not quite aimed very well. You need to move Barrett around. Move Barrett, and then there you go. Because you can kind of move. There's another gun on the other side it's trying to aim at. There we go. Ooh, hit X. You locked on. Okay, you did the lock-on thing. Okay, but hit circle to get back, and then hit X. And now you try an ability. There we go. Hit X to choose the ability on the menu over there. You can steal skin, or you can get a focus shot because you got 2 ATBs. So focus shot. Use that one on it. On that, that's your target. Just like the menu commands before. And he, bam, took it out. Okay, when you need to switch characters, depending on the battle situation, you can also stick with the same character and issue orders to allies. Pressing up or down or the side to side, you can switch characters. Or if you just want to give a command to one of the other characters, you'll use those trigger buttons, the L2 or the R2, and you can have one of them use an ability. Yeah, hold down that square button while you're Barrett, and you can keep blasting this thing. Until he has to reload it, then he'll reload it real quick.
That was easy.
Sure it was.
And now you're playing defaulted back to Cloud. But if you ever need a long-range attack or something, like I said, hit one of the directional buttons, and you can switch over to Barrett and have him deal with the long-distance things. Or if you just want to give him a command to hit something, that's what those trigger buttons for, and it'll open up his command menu.
Are we moving on?
Yeah,
Like,
go down the stairs.
Okay, he was just standing there. I didn't know if that's what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Man, like
Now, you better be careful down here.
I've been following.
Yeah, he's part of the party. And instead of ingesting...
Look what we have here.
Had been following, so I knew where to go.
Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Okay, you can move more quickly by holding the R1. That's the bumper. You can dash. Or if you click in on the L3, that's the left stick, you can keep dashing until you stop moving. And that's basically how you can run. So if you want to like quickly run through something, that's what you do. So this first one will be easy. There we go. You got through the first one. Make sure you're looking in front of you because there's another one now. Watch it for a little bit here. Okay, so because one of these will be tricky, and you'll think it's shutting off right around over there. Now make sure you because this one will light up twice, I think. Oh no, it's being super easy, but okay. All right, you're safe. Go go go. There we go. On your left is some boxes.
Okay.
I think. When there's some boxes, well, over there, all right around that corner. When there, yeah, okay. See, I don't know if you get anything. No, it's got Shinra logos. Yeah. Smash those two. Okay. You got a potion out of that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, turn the corner. You'll get the hang of that. You're slowly getting it as you go, but
I'm no good with 2 sticks.
you just got to learn. Oh, okay. Now this is where you got to be careful. Because see how it went twice before it went? Okay, so once, twice, safe. Nope, 3 times. Safe. Okay. Oh, there might be a goodie over on your right.
Can I just get through this?
Well, you might miss a goodie, but whatever.
Oh.
Easy, easy.
Oh.
Whoop. Now.
Darn it.
Stop. There we go. Sometimes they'll do 3, 4. You got to kind of watch. Wow, that's just going to keep going. Go. Safe. Run. There you go.
Nice job, Cloud.
Okay. There's a chest right over there. Goodies.
Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at our objective.
There you go. I think you're about to have a grand old smash 'em up with a big old machine.
They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Okay, this time when your ATB fills up, you're going to want to be able to throw lightning at that thing because it's a machine.
We can take this hunk of junk!
That hunk of...
There we go. So staggering enemies, hitting enemies with certain attacks, or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressured will appear underneath the gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly fill their stagger gauge under their life bar. Once it is full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foe's vulnerabilities. Find the most effective attack to quickly finish off an enemy. Yeah, staggering means that they, of course, will not be able to fight
Junk
back.
is a heavy
Knock them
weapons
down.
platform.
This would be a good time to
If we
use the
rush
lock-on
in,
thing there. Okay,
we die.
okay. You have
that
ATB,
right?
hit your command.
Need to hit it with magic.
What?
X.
That
Hit
should
X.
give us an opening.
No, not a braver. Go back. Back up. A circle. Circle is always back. Spells. Well, this one. There you go.
I'm in there.
Okay, your materia has improved enough that more potent spell is available. Oh, so it's giving you a thing. So you've got fire, you got cure, and you got blizzard. You don't have bolt at this time. No bolt. Okay. Alrighty. So the more powerful spells take a little bit more. But basically, yeah, you won't need more powerful spells. But if you push to the right or left or whatever, because like fire can become Fyra and then Faraga and stuff like that. which I don't know if in the original game you've gotten that far where you've enhanced your spells. But I thought you'd have Bolt to hit it with lightning, but apparently you don't, so back out of that. You might have already finished it off. No valid target. All right, back over to abilities and hit it with Braver. Oh, all right, just back completely out. You may have already finished it off. Yeah, you did. Never mind. Okay, but now you know with some more menu stuff first. That went down super easy.
Soldier first class. Doesn't go into it twice.
What the hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Nope. If he wants to talk, he'll just start talking at you because he's part of your party. You need to follow Jesse. There might be some stuff to smash up around there, but I don't remember. It'll have a Shinra logo on it if it gets any goodies out of it. That might be just an open room. So yep, just follow Jesse along down the ominous sloping staircase sort of thing. I guess not quite a staircase. Yeah, see, that's an objective marker right there. That little thing floating. There we go. A good old-fashioned Mako reactor. Looks kind of just like the one from the original.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
You're getting good at checking for corners, looking for them goodies. Okay, see, that's the arrow thing that was telling you when it's going to do an action for you. Although you will have to push down to climb the ladder.
God damn. I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up.
Yep, those are smashable boxes. Recovered magic points when you haven't even gotten to use the magic yet. I thought you'd have Bolt by now because you're going to fight that Scorpion Sentinel and you're going to want to hit it with some lightning. That makes me wonder. Okay, hit the options / start button.
More like excited.
There you go. From your main menu, you can view inventory, gameplay stats, as well as save and hold your game. Okay, hit X, and we're going to go into your... let's look at your spells or inventory. Maybe it's in your inventory. I might have got you the wrong thing. Because I want to be able to check your weapons. I want to see if you've got... Circle is always to back up, so you can get out of there. I think I put you in the wrong thing. Circle, and then we're going to try hitting triangle now. No? Yeah. Triangle would be like getting in the menu and some other ones. All right, so I thought maybe you could go, but I guess probably right now you can't switch your materia out, because I thought maybe you would have the materia and it just didn't put it in your sword or something. But nope, guess not. Never mind.
Heads up, boys.
I probably had to hit the right button.
I leave the rest in your capable hands.
Wait,
Good
there's a
luck.
box. Up, 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 up. Up, yes you can. He'll get out of your way. Notice how he turned invisible? There we go. Which didn't need to recover magic apparently, but... yeah, normally it is like that you'll have like your equipment in that menu and you could have gone through and got your bolt or get your lightning or thunder or whatever materia. But I guess maybe you don't have any.
Screw you.
Because normally you wouldn't have materia at all, I think, until a certain time. Okay, you're going to need the help of Barrett, or you can throw a spell at it with your X button. Oh, he got it. The nice thing about your party members is they will be active and having an effect on the battle. So he took care of it for you. You're good. You're all set. But they won't do anything special without you giving them the ability.
We sink right down to the bottom, to the planet's core.
No, the pump would suck us back up.
How confident.
Yeah. Oop, you got it. Okay.
And don't come back.
Got some nice little boxes to smash and a treasure chest to open. Fun, fun, fun. Bottle of ether. That's how you recover magic, by the way. It's like a potion for magic. Down we go. Feel the tension in the music. as you're slowly building up to a boss fight down here, which might be easier than I think. It's treating you like it might have really boosted your levels or something. I don't know.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
He's excited. Other way. Right over there. Yep. You hit a checkpoint. And there's the anime. That's pretty bad.
All right. Let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on. Do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job.
See, there's a lot of really dramatic breaths and stuff in this one. They got better about it in Rebirth.
What's wrong?
Now,
I'm
in the
fine.
original, he had a flashback
What
of a
about
memory
the timer?
Your call,
where it was,
Merc.
this isn't just a reactor. There's something else in here. Give yourself 30 minutes if you want to. Not really. You'll have 30 flipping minutes. That's a lot more than the 2 minutes you got in the
That
original.
long enough for you?
He's going to comment on what you did either way. If you do it at 20 minutes, he's like, wow, cocky, aren't you?
You
But note there's no timer on screen.
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we
Yeah,
fight
lock on
this
and
thing?
It's got reinforced armor
Smash.
plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
You pressured it. Use an X button attack. Oh, well, I get it. Wow, it's going down real easy for you.
That's fine. I'm not gonna
Because you're on the
complain.
next stage.
The hell is that?
A barrier?
Oh,
Never
oh.
seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius? Head-on attacks won't cut it.
Get it from behind. Oh. Hit it with a spell or something up there. If you have, yeah, throw fire at it, something. Yeah, hit the field generator. There you go.
Time to burn.
The field generator is actually what you're going to want to be locked
Now,
onto.
hit it hard and fast.
It's kind of on the back end of it.
Now.
Just shoot!
The odd thing is, this is doing more damage than you are. Notice?
Yeah.
Okay, now be careful. It's going to have a tail laser that you can't block. That's what that symbol means. So take evasive action. Now, see up ahead on the other side of it, see that there's some barricade stuff you can duck behind? You're going to have to run up there quick and get behind something before it fires
Watch
that
the
thing.
tail!
So run.
You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Oh no!
So, what do we do?
Don't get hit!
Keep going.
Take cover behind
Over
that
there.
debris.
Just stay right there. Now, you got a double ATB.
Strike
Hit
down
your X button
before
and
it
hit it with
fires
something
again.
hard. Okay, spell. Now push to the right once. Fire it. Oh, you can probably do Faraga. Yep. Either way, so you can hit it really hard. Now notice it took a little bit more for charge that, but you hit it harder. Now Barrett has something built up too, so if you hit the left or the right trigger, you can make him do something.
Okay.
Although you may have already won the fight, it's gone wacky. Okay.
Oh, hey,
But tell
what
Barrett
you
to do
doing
something.
now?
An auto repair
Oh,
unit.
you switched over to him.
Damn
That's fine.
it.
Hit him with an overdrive.
We gotta take
Do
it out
that.
quicker,
Or
we're
spell.
screwed.
Does he have a spell?
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
There you go, just like that. Thunder. Now, push that up to layer. Yeah, Thundaga. That'll take it out. Get it. Just hit it straight. You can probably hit it in the leg if you wanted to, but go there and smash, and you win.
When I get my chance.
All right. So now it's just cutscene of these things falling apart.
Shit, the bomb!
30 minutes until destination.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Notice no timer.
Where should be coming?
Oh no, there it is. Okay, but you have half an hour to just quickly get out. No problem.
You don't realize how sucky I am about running when there's a timer going.
You just have to get up to climb up the top of this thing. Really, the bomb is even not very strong. They've you'll see they're going to lean into the concept that they didn't really do the damage to the town. Shinra's going to do it themselves, which is something they really couldn't get into in the original game.
Give me a break.
Smack that thing. You're in a fight.
See ya.
There you go.
Was never in doubt.
Upsy daisy. Dramatic music plays.
Just to make things even more difficult.
Now remember in the original game you had to go help Jesse. All right, you're in control right now.
What do I do?
Push to the side. You're holding on. You got to get over to Jesse.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Barrett has left the party.
Come this way.
So follow Jesse.
This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on.
Which way did she go?
Smack those boxes.
Oh, in a hurry.
You have 28 minutes to do some of the things that you do. All right, you went up that ramp. Not that one. Not that one. That's on fire. It's in front of you, though. Right there.
Oh, am I gonna fall off the edge?
No, you can't fall off edges.
Because I will fall off if I
This
can.
is not a platforming game. There is no falling off. Oh, there's a chest, though. Don't forget the chest.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
That's what I'm saying.
The music is so good. You still have time for witty banter with Jesse, so.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
There's Barrett over there.
He's climbing faster with like
For one arm man.
than
He is.
we are with two.
He's as big as an ox, though. I mean, strong as one, too. Strong like a bull.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Barrett has rejoined the party.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here!
Take him down!
We don't have time for this shit! Clock tick!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
Don't forget you can lock onto targets with the right button, so it'll all be aiming. Just locking on means that it'll keep it on your screen so you can run towards it. See, you're already almost out and it's only been 3 minutes. You were worried. Oh, another one of these things.
You got that right.
We got the other one real easy, so this is no biggie. There you go. One sweeper swept.
I could have done that on
Not that
my
way.
own.
This way.
Sure
There you
you
go.
could.
Run away! Oh, see, boxes over there.
What?
Yeah, it's not a big deal, I guess. But, you know, there's boxes.
Most of these things have been empty.
They're not empty. See, you got to read the right side of the screen. You got a potion. You even got some Mako shard. There's a chest over on the other side of the stairs.
What?
Over there. Yes. No. Right there. Keep running. There's a chest. You kind of don't see it when you first come down, usually. Bottle of ether. Oh, there you are. Right there. Forward. There's some nasty stuff going to come at you eventually. But I bet you'll be easy. Look at we've got on such an easy mode here.
And there you have it.
Some smashable things back there, but just go. So the smashable items you get an automatic pickup. So you just break it open and recover MP with a Mako shard. So there's a Mako shard in that set box. Boost away. See, you don't have to go through it. But yeah, the shock troopers are a pain in the butt sometimes. So they dodge and block. Hit your X button. Oh, never mind.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
Yeah, I did miss it, actually. I was busy with mine.
Yep. Right up the stairs. Upsy daisy.
Not going down without a fight.
More shock troopers. You could, with your X button, you could throw a spell at that if you wanted to. He's got a thing back there. If he's got a sword out, you're in a fight.
What?
Barrett took care of it for you.
Nothing to it.
There's a sentry gun that was up there.
Well,
Go on.
is he still...
Yeah, Barrett got it. If your sword's put away, you're safe. If your sword is out, you're in a fight. Yeah, that half hour just went by in about 4 minutes. But see how much damage the bomb did? Not much. Didn't even take out the reactor.
Yeah, I know. You've told me that I've seen enough of this that I realize that they pretty much destroyed it to set him up in the first place.
Yep. Which is something that it adds so much more depth to the story now. They even destroy their own evidence of themselves. So they're not destroying their stuff. It's got
Come on.
I like this. He turns over and Cloud is just Obi-Wan. Or more like not Obi-Wan, but Liam Neeson. Qui-Gon. He's kind of Qui-Goning it over there. I like that. Keeping focused. That's kind of just shows just how kind of near emotionless Cloud really is, which is hard to convey when you have only text on screen. He's very stoic. He tries to hide his emotions, really, though. More like Spot.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
So I love his little smirk there, too.
Yeah.
It's like he tries to be as emotionless as possible, but he has his little moments where his normal personality creeps through what he's pretending to be. And you just watch the blackout happen. Now the blackout, of course, with the reactor going down was expected, but the amount of extra damage is definitely Shinra.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it.
Now, what's kind of interesting about this is it's still technically a fantasy environment, but it's very
Watch out for
modern.
live wires.
But yet you
They're
see like they're still wearing
everywhere.
armor, and it's kind of almost steampunk, except for instead of using
The air
normal
here
steam,
reeks.
it's Mako.
Can't wait to get out in the open.
I don't remember. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me.
I like
Gotta do
that.
something about that. Soon.
I couldn't remember if that was in the original game or if it's just this one. I think it's funny. It's like, oh, what's that horrible smell? Oh, it's me. You ever had one of those moments where you smell something, you're like, oh gosh, that's me.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
She'll never know before she
I'm
even
running on
dies at
empty
the end of the
here.
game.
You can refuel at the
Well, not
base.
quite the end of the game, but
Next time I'll have to bring a little
she
pick-me-up.
always will blame herself and feels like she had it coming because how many people died from this
How much farther
explosion
do we have to
that was
go?
not her fault,
Not
but she thinks
far.
it is. Oh, I think you stood too close. Or look down at it a little bit. There you go. There you go. Oh, there you go.
Now where did they go though?
They're just right over next to you. They're not far.
What?
Oh,
Can
they're
I see?
just, you're right around. You just around that corner.
Oh,
Where'd you go? There you go. Right
I
there.
don't know. That's my question.
They just went over here.
Can't.
That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Where? What?
Can't wait
Who?
to see you, Marlene.
Can't hardly
wait.
see
Well, you see that?
anything.
I know. Like, there's some dust. Just follow the arrow. It's telling you where to go. Now this is a subtle trick when they have you slow down and squeeze between stuff. They're actually loading things in front of you. See, there they are. They won't blow the wall in without you. You're gonna have to get a little closer to trigger.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson
get out
to
of
anything that gets in my way.
And we're almost at an hour. And depending upon if you want to keep going after an hour.
Attention all citizens. Attention
I
all
think an hour's
citizens.
good.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions
Why don't
have
you
been
catch up to
confirmed,
Aerith if
as
we
well
can?
as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents...
So reactor 1, it sits right between sectors 1 and 8 because I guess there's 8 sectors reactors.
That's what I gathered.
Couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders.
He turned preacher. Just a little bit.
Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
Now you remember the original game, they come exploding out of a doorway. So what we'll do here is we're going to hit the pause button because you're not going to really... I don't know if in 3 minutes you'll catch up to Aerith, but maybe
the
you will.
last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
We'll see.
Later then.
Because, yeah, you're not going to have to fight anything until you talk to Aerith, so maybe we can hurry and get to her.
I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
Okay, before we get in there, here, hand me the controller just real quick. Because I'm going to restart that thing because I want to make sure we get to Aerith. There you go, begin the tutorial. Or I can show you later, you can skip the tutorial. Because now it just unlocked materia and equipment, but you can skip it and hit circle. I can teach you that later if you keep playing.
Just remember to use it, huh? Well, see you on the train.
Okay. So follow right along for now.
Oh, follow her?
Yep, just go that way. Heading for the train.
Wake me up.
See all these people. It's... You didn't get to do this in the original game. You saw there's a few people, but you don't get to see the
Up here!
other
Look
destruction.
up! I said look up! A little more to the left. I said look up!
Oh, look it up.
You're too
Careful
close.
up here.
There they are.
This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
Yeah, it looks like the left and right is just opposite of what you're thinking. We can invert that if you want.
Maybe for next time.
Yeah.
Because I keep turning the opposite way that I like.
Yeah, that you want to run. So you might be one of them inverted peoples. Yep, right up there.
Okay, now where do I go?
Okay, well, you're on the ground.
Oh.
Just follow the ground.
Okay.
There you go. Keep it going.
What? Why?
That is the nifty detail that Cloud's kind of looking over at what's going on. Nowhere to go but forward. I see the street turning, so yep, just follow it.
Station's intact.
Not for long.
What the?
Okay, so you see what Midgar looks like. You got a little peek at Nibelheim earlier. Now he's seeing Nibelheim. This most iconic appearance of Sephiroth, even from the original game, is him standing in the flames of Nibelheim that he just burned down, killing everyone in there. That's when he went insane. Oh, but he's still getting Midgar. So his what do they call it when you have memories that are trying to suppressed memories?
Repressed memories?
Yeah, repressed memories are trying to come back. He doesn't handle trauma very well.
How? He couldn't be.
Follow him.
But then...
But you notice some of the buildings around him they're Nibelheim buildings. Yeah, towards your right there. down that alley.
Wait.
Yep, keep going.
It keeps a struggle.
The question is does any of this really happen? What's going on here? You know.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Those creepy cat eyes of his.
Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown burned so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel.
Ew.
That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
So how much of that was in his head? Sephiroth seems to have some way of getting in his head there.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe.
Just because it's in your head doesn't mean it's not real.
You got this.
And that's the thing, is it makes you question every time he sees Sephiroth if anybody else sees it at all. I mean, there are times later that's clear that they all see him. But these other little flashes he has of Sephiroth, it's like no one else probably seems to see what he's seeing. Yep, on down the road.
Why would someone do this?
Take that alley over here.
This one?
Yep. You just knocked that down. And this is also where I remind you, I think I've pointed out that Sephiroth refers to Cloud as his puppet. There's a lot of just nasty manipulation and stuff going on here.
Man, what a mess.
Keep going.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, a lot of these people are probably homeless now.
Not now, honey. I'm sorry. We can get them later, right?
Sure you can. After this is all over.
Well, you got the hang of the fire escape. Look at you go. Round and round and round you go. Where you stop?
Well, it's
At the
easy
bottom.
where the camera
stays over
is.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so helpful.
You're getting the hang of 3D camera, though. There we go. That alley look a little familiar? Yeah. Oh, wait, you're not quite there. Go up ahead. You're going to start to recognize a
I'm going
location
in
to your right.
circles.
To your right. See somebody up there?
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
See, she didn't see him.
I'm fine.
But he did.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
Yes, how much? Be nice.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self...
Help me!
And in some ways, in Rebirth, it seems like these black whispers might be, in some ways, helping Sephiroth. Which might explain why Cloud could see Sephiroth appear to him.
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
Okay, we'll let you get through this last fight here and then leave you be.
Enough. That's that. Enough. That's that. Not bad.
Okay. If you want, you can go and check down her alley real quick, too. I think there's a goodie over there. Stuff to smash. Yeah. Goodies. Okay. So do you want to stop here or you want to keep going?
Should I not get out of this, like,
Go ahead.
tense situation?
If you're having some fun, you keep going. Now, if you want, over towards your left, to where you came from, it's now open to where you can go get some more materia.
More materia?
Yeah. Just on this way. They wouldn't have let you gone down this way before, but now, see that little gap in the trucks? See that materia on the ground?
Materia?
See that little purple glow? See purple glowing on the ground? Right there.
Oh.
Goodies. Stop! You're going to have to fight these things off first, though. Yeah, there's a dog over here. Well, it's called a guard dog, but it's got this massive weird tail from the back of its neck.
It looks like a cat.
Kinda, but it's a guard dog of some sort. HP up materia. Oh, we can get into your materia and equip stuff now. If you hit your options or start button. Materia and equipment. This is where I was trying to get you before. Oh, that was the very first choice. Right in there. Hit X. There we go. Okay, right now you're wow, you're just maxed out with everything. Hit triangle, and that's set materia. And now you can see what you got. Triangle. Where it's set. There we go. See, now that's a fire materia. And it's maxed out. There's a cure materia. The other one's probably your you were able to throw wet ice. That's allowing you to do deadly dodge and some other stuff. And a parry, and then ice materia. Well, let's go on one of them purple ones. Now hit your triangle button to swap it. Or, well, maybe you can just hit X.
Hit X.
And then you can pick something else. Look at all the materia it gave you. Holy cow. It's almost like it loaded from one of my saves with all the stuff that I had. Jeez. But yeah, because it just gave you some HP up materia. Man, I wonder, did it... What? Oh, you're level 45, so you're not level 70. But, wow, it got you halfway to maxed out. Okay. And there's a lightning materia. Jiminy. If you see some blue materia, that pairs up, actually. It takes my defense and
vitality down.
Yeah, that's materia has a bit of a but it's a small price to pay. But it has a little bit of effect on you, but it gives you special abilities. Like the purples, you just got an HP up one, and there's already a maxed out one right there.
What?
But do you have? Is that all you have? Yeah, keep scrolling down. See if there's a light blue one, because that enhances something else. No, I guess not. Okay. Well, put a lightning in there. Put that lightning in place. You could have thrown bolt if it would have let you do this before. Okay, so you're good. Oh, now what's that other purple one? Because maybe we'll put that's a deadly dodge. You really haven't been dodging anything, so let's swap that up for something you might actually use. So hit the X button.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You'll hit X to go and pull up something else. Get you a boost to your HP. That's a maxed out HP right there. Oop. Grab that one. Yeah. Now you got more health. Okay.
Okay.
But that's how you swap out, because you can trade your positions of materia. That's what the triangle is. And then you can get different materia. Different weapons, different armor you get, will be able to put different amounts of materia in there. So. Okay, so you can go back through the trucks again. That was behind you. I don't think there's any other goodies down there, so. Yep. But that boost it gave you... Yeah, keep going that way towards where you met Aerith. Not that way. That way. But that easy plus boost, wow, that gave you a lot of goods. Woo-wee! So that's the theater that's showing Loveless over there. Loveless is the play that you see in Rebirth with Aerith sings the song.
We have eyes on the target. Is that it?
More goodies. What is this one? That is a deadly dodge, which you already had one, so. Down that alley, some more goodies. Yeah. You have to beat up a few guys to get it.
Kill!
Yeah, actually ordered the dogs to kill. Did you hear that? I've never noticed that before. Okay, have a look around here. Down the end of there, or I think it's like a side thing. There they are. Yeah, I thought there was something over here. Got a potion and look, a chest. Hooray! Goodies. It's always fine to have goodies. Power wrist guards. Okay, so go into your start menu again, or options, whichever one, where you were just at. Back into the materia and equipment. Okay, so yeah, clouds. You'll hit X, and now you've got a Supreme Bracer. You might already have something better. Well, click that. Oh no, I guess it's a wrist guard. I think because you just picked up a wrist guard. So yeah, look at the supernatural wrist guard. See if you got a different wrist guard in there. X is always select. So let's see what's the difference between supernatural wrist guards and the power wrist guards you just picked up. Oh, yep, keep the supernatural ones. Holy cow! Because see how much that you lost. We would lose attack if you switched. They give you so many goods when you do this. Wow. Of course, I don't need it where I play. When I replay. Yeah, that's what you just picked up. But the stuff that gave you just for your extra boost gave you a boost to strength and everything. Okay, never mind. Wow. You were given such a head start. Now, one thing, yeah. I don't know that it unlocked getting Cactuar. Turn left. Because normally when you have everything, all the DLC stuff unlocked, it would give you a Cactuar and stuff like that, but I didn't see where we unlocked all that. I mean, it downloaded it all, but it didn't unlock that for you. That's okay.
That's that.
still somewhere around there somewhere. They're over there on the other side of the fountain. There they come. I got some grenades at you. Well, for anyone who's been following along on this, if you've never done it, if you struggle with this game, or you want to get somebody like your spouse to try it, there you go. Easy with a boost.
Oh, holy crap.
They're coming for you, Cloud. Now, I don't know if there's any like good spiritual biblical lessons to learn from this off the top of my head.
Where am I? What?
Okay, you're going to climb up a ladder over. Oh, there's more guys over there. They don't get to sit where they need to be. Probably by the end of this anyway. Okay, so there's some boxes to break.
Where?
Right over there. Well, you keep right there. Boxes.
I think I need to get out of here.
We will. Just a second. Alright, over to your right, behind you.
What?
Right, look up there. Okay, there's a chest. You see that ladder over there?
But the rooftops look clear.
Okay, so open that chest.
Okay.
Get off the streets. Because they're looking for you.
Over there!
Oh.
Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Yeah, unlike stormtroopers, they actually can hit their target. They just don't do a lot of damage.
Suddenly I'm thinking, we come to be shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill.
Be advised, target approaching residential area. Seal all access immediately.
Keel haul action? What? Oh, seal all exits.
Target sighted! Get him!
Okay.
It's all or nothing now.
Okay, where am I gonna go? Done this stuff. Oh, here, I guess it is.
Yeah, open the chest. An iron bangle, but I don't know if that's any better than what you're wearing. Let's take a peek.
What?
Go to your inventory. All right. Let's see. Now the iron bangle will replace your actual, like, the supreme bracer, but I don't think you're going to want to swap, but let's find out. So X, so you're choosing Cloud. Supreme bracer. Now let's see, compare that to the iron bangles. Now see when you have something new, so I had that yellow dot. All right, hover over the iron bangle, see how much difference it would make. Yeah, it's worse. Keep what you... Ooh, wow, that boost is something special.
Okay.
Okay.
Now where do I go?
Well, look around.
Oh, didn't I just come
keep
down
climbing
there?
up. Climbing up. Or did you just come from this ladder? Oh, well then get to the other ladder.
Yeah, because that's where they just fired. This is kind of maze-like. If you weren't here to tell me where to go, I would be lost. Absolutely
right down
lost.
there. It's more confusing in the regular game where you have the pre-rendered backgrounds and you're trying to figure out which way to go through those. And it does help. You do have that thing up top that kind of points you towards the objective a bit there. There we go. Right through here. To your right. You can't walk through the fire.
Ah!
Don't underestimate him.
Okay, now that guy with his shield, you're probably going to have to use some magic.
No way!
Go take the other guy out. Switch your lock. Or if you can... Oh, there you go. Hit X. Hit X.
What?
Hit X.
Get ready.
X. For command menu. There you go. Throw a spell at the riot trooper. They're vulnerable to fire. Just throw a regular fireball at him. He'll be fine. At the riot trooper. There you go.
No escape.
There. That deals with him. Now take him out. That was Punisher mode, by the way.
Oh, okay.
See how much damage you did? That's Punisher mode.
I see him!
Was never in doubt.
Now, one thing to note is the defeated enemies, because typically in a video game enemies disappear, but you're not supposed to actually be killing anyone, because they established in Crisis Core that you're supposed to be using the blunt of the sword, not actually making kills. But they do agree that if you made a kill, they would turn to green as they went into the life stream. So it's kind of nifty that they do that. So he's not supposed to be killing anybody because they seem to make a big deal about when he does kill somebody in Rebirth. You only die if a cutscene kills you, basically.
Moving to intercept.
Nothing to it.
Now, in the original game, you might remember that you were around a square, and it would ask you if you wanted to fight or run away. Dodge around behind them or block an attack. They'll open themselves up to attack. But if you build up some ATB, there you go. Now you can throw a spell at them. Yeah, throw fire at them. They're weak to fire. Yeah, hit that one right there. Burn. There we go. That's that. Oh. Now remember where your block button is, right?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, you got a spell worked up. Throw fire at the riot trooper. Those grenades are a pain. Of course, the riot trooper may have dropped that too. I'm not sure.
Grenadier.
Yep, right up ahead. Oh, there's stuff to break though, huh? Breaking things! Okay, back down the stairs. There you go. Keep going.
Enemy combatants, you have been warned to run yourself to public security immediately!
Yeah, right. You can block their strike and have it be open for you to hit it. Like that, see? Now when he attacks you, oh, you got it.
Enough. Let's go.
They're getting very close to the train tracks.
Was there something down this way?
I don't know. Go look. There's some boxes over there. There's a chest right there too. I haven't memorized everything. Another high potion. Of course, you're barely getting hurt at all, but that's okay. Stock up on potions. Running down the street. Running. Uh-oh.
End of the line, Buck! Enjoy this!
Now what?
This is good.
Now there will be a specialized guy over here. So hit a spell. You're going to want to target a very specific target. Yeah, fire is their weakness. The huntsman. He's kind of like a mid-boss. There you go.
Move in! Don't let him escape! HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Like, really, that'd be a way you just wasted all this guys. Here we go, though. Somebody recognizes Cloud. That's going to happen again much later in the game. Superhero landing again.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
One might go. You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
See, the bravado broke down there for a second.
Security to run around. That's what.
Now you can see how full of
from the station
he's
somehow.
not always honest.
Nicely done.
It's like, oh, he was doing it on purpose. Give him
Can't
security to
argue
run
with
around.
results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
Well, what you think? Keep going? Want to stop?
Let's go ahead
A lot
and
of
stop
people
here.
here.
Okay.
And in the freight
Well, hit the
car,
options
too.
button.
Because of the evacuation order?
There we go. And go and save. Yep, save. And right there in an empty slot. There you go. Okay, so, well, now you have a little bit of comparison between what you played with the original. And I'm going to stop video here. You have a little bit of a comparison between having played the original game just a little bit and having played this one. So some definite differences. This is more of an action game. Similar, I think, in vein to like Legend of Zelda, which I used to prefer more playing a Legend of Zelda game because I liked having control. It's probably why I got pulled into the Final Fantasy overall series thanks to this one. Although I had played a little bit of the others, but this one being more of an action-oriented, I was able to enjoy it a bit more. But as I've gotten older, I appreciate turn-based combat. But what do you prefer? Do you like the turn-based, or you prefer this?
Well, okay, I kind of liked this one, but part of it is the way you set me up. I think at the beginning, there wasn't so many random encounters is the one, the older one because that got me very frustrated, to be honest. And I'm never good with timers. You got a time, I'm gonna get panicky and I'm gonna mess it all up. So I mean, they both had a timer, but this one was easier to actually navigate around and get out. You know, for the timer, you didn't feel. I mean, I felt rushed because that's just that. But I don't know. I felt like it was more doable. I mean, I think the camera was better in this one
because you can actually move the camera.
Yeah,
compared
the
to
other one was very difficult. I felt like I was always coming at something at an angle rather than
it's isometric.
Straight. Yeah, it was just
what you call that, and it's pre-rendered background, so you really can't move within it.
You know, so I mean, I think this one was easier to use, easier to play than the other one was. Yeah, I mean,
especially with all the boosts and all the goodies it gave you. Holy cow!
Yeah, no, I'll take that because I'm not very good with combat stuff. Especially this one there's a lot of options. I mean, both of them had a lot of options. This one had a lot of options too.
Yeah.
Like you just have to pick up and just do.
Yeah. And you get the hang of it because you'll have fun using a lot of those menu things, but it's a nice balance between an action RPG and still having those choices of doing different spells or different actions like you would have in a turn-based thing. So it's a good balance. I love this combat system.
And you're able to use a combat. I'm still button mashing. Like, where's my attack button?
Yeah.
We just smash
and that's fine. You can button mash your way through this pretty well.
And throw in there everyone. Oh, okay, I can try to do this or this or this. But like I said, if I was doing this by myself and you weren't with me, like I would probably be lost and frustrated. So just because there's just a lot there, and I'm not used to playing this complicated of a game.
Yeah. It's probably not near as complicated as the original, I guess. I don't know. Well, the original might be a little easier. I mean, because it's menu choices. But this one, you have options of going into menu. But there is the option of doing a classic easy where it would just take care of, it would attack and dodge on its own. And then when you have an option on the menu, you just would worry about the menus and you wouldn't actually be playing the combat. But it's more fun to be involved in the combat, I think, and actually go and button mash a little bit and smack some people around.
I mean, I can do it either way. I had a game where it was very turn-based. It's like, okay, now it's your turn. And that one you had time to think about what you wanted to do. And the older one, there really wasn't time. If I sat there and I was like, what do I want to do?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't have time.
On the old ones, because I did set it up to where if you get into a magic menu or a particular menu within a choice, then it would stop things. Although any actions that were being done by the enemies would still be carrying out, but it would stop the timers of the combat while you're making a decision from a menu, like the item menu or the magic menu. So it would stop like that. And then this one, just whatever you do, if you pull up your command menu, it'll slow everything down. And the only thing you haven't gotten used to is being able to, I'm still going to play as Cloud, but I need this character to do something for me. Like, oh, I'm hurting. And like Aerith is basically your healer. And maybe you'll have her, give her the restore materia. So she, or I guess in this they just call it cure. It used to be restore materia previously, but if you give her a curative materia and you can just tell her, hey, I'm hurt, you can just tell her to cast cure on you while you're in the middle of fighting with stuff. So you get used to being able to work as a team, and you only have 3 members on your team at a time, which is very reminiscent of the original game where you'd have 3 at a time. So, but it is nice. They don't just stand around and do nothing. They actually do engage in battle, and in Rebirth they even added some stuff where you can give certain materias that will trigger them to use a materia or use an ability based upon what you do, and so you can trigger them a lot easier. But they actually use some intelligence and they help you fight, so that makes it go a lot smoother. So
yeah, I felt like
Barrett helped you out.
Yeah, with the older one, it was like you kind of had to tell everybody exactly what to do. This one, if I was like, okay, I'm just trying to figure out my own thing, he could take care of, some of that. So that was helpful for, kind of people like me.
There are things you will end up having to solo as you go along, as you just did. You had to go by yourself.
Yeah.
So it'll kind of mix up. Sometimes you're going to have Tifa with this, sometimes Aerith with this, sometimes Barrett, sometimes you have 2 of them with you. So, yep, it'll mix it kind of up there. But yeah, this one kind of just got me all in on this kind of thing. And just, this is now like 2 of my favorite games is this and the Rebirth one. Although I'm really enjoying the other ones, so... This is like one of my favorite series now, that and Resident Evil, which is, Resident Evil is like a Japanime version of horror, I guess, because it's not like a typical horror in my estimation. It's very Japan-inspired, so you have like a certain storytelling method.
They have their own style of horror.
Yeah, they do.
And it's different than the United States. I feel like sometimes the horror that comes out of the United States leans more on the gore
and slashers
and the brutality of things, and it's not spooky and creepy,
Which in Japan they even come up with creepy things like weird vengeful spirits that come out of TVs, and they don't go for blood. They just spooky and scary.
More spooky. Yeah, their culture tends to not include those things in that entertainment, whereas our cultures are. Entertainment is very violent, much more than other countries.
Now, what I find interesting, when you get very late in this game and you get into Hojo's laboratory, you're going to feel, well, if you had played Resident Evil, you'd feel like you're in a part of Resident Evil, because you get into a lab where monsters are being created, and that's very Resident Evil, so you feel a lot of those Japan mad scientist influences kind of going through this one. So they really made Hojo more of a threat in these. But overall, though, had more fun playing this one than the original?
I think I did, yeah.
Okay.
Again, it's just that the playability was so much better and easier, and I could... I didn't get frustrated with that part, so I could enjoy the story, because this intro, and I don't know if it's like this through the whole thing, it really is very much of a storyline. You kind of play him in the middle, and maybe that's just the setup, because it's just the first, hour or something like that we've done in
about hour and a half-ish.
Yeah. And I don't know if it gets less, but it doesn't seem that way from what you've said and from like what I've seen, which is fine, because that is entertaining to me. Like if I'm just... it does get tired, just like I said with the other one. Like, I walked 2 steps and now I gotta deal with this.
Random encounter. Yeah. You will not have a random encounter. You will see every monster you're about to face as you come up on it, and you will have a lot of moments of just some character development where you get to interact with the other characters,
that's
and
nice.
have some story.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which is one of the great things like RPGs are able to do, is be able to do some characters, and the characters are so more fleshed out this time. It's really great having these nice fleshed out characters, and Aerith is even more fun. I liked her before in the original, but this is part of the games that kind of made her my overall favorite gaming character. Mainly because I think I've made videos where I show like the lessons you kind of learn from her. It's like, she's kind of a wise one. But one thing I will also kind of point out: did you get any vibes, because you have some familiarity with some of the story of how Sephiroth, when he popped up and he puts his hand on Aerith, and he says, "You're too weak to save anyone."
Yeah.
You get the hint like he already knows.
Yeah, it seems that was probably a little bit of a nod to people who are aware of what had happened in some of the previous ones,
That's why there's questions that maybe this is somehow a repeat, like it's all happening again somehow. But the interesting thing is the whispers is a brand new element. And one thing you'll get by the end is Aerith says that every time she encounters the whispers, she feels like something more has been taken from her. So it's almost like she has the knowledge that all this is happening. She knows how it's supposed to go, but she's losing that knowledge piece at a time every time those whispers touch her. And then by the time you get to Rebirth, she had that white materia that is glowing white. It will be completely empty in Rebirth, and it seems that might have been containing all of the memories of everything she knows is in that white materia. So it's kind of I'm kind of spoiling Rebirth.
I was going to say that's deeper than what
you've seen.
What we've done
that's
so
why
far.
It's significant in Rebirth that Cloud goes back, finds an alternate version of Aerith, and gets a full white materia from her and gives it back to the Aerith that we've met now. It's like that changes the game. It's like she's regained all of the knowledge that she had. And it was right before towards the end. So I mean, there's some deep extra stuff that they've added in here to just make it a lot more depth. So really, I'm very excited for the next part to see where they go with it, and I hope they, just keep going with some story, add some more things. But anyways, I suppose we should wrap this up. Yep. So because you're getting tired or something, I wore you out. It's about time to feed the kitties. But so this was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake with my wife, and she had a lot more fun, I think, this time. So maybe we'll get her to play it again some more. I'm trying to get to where she likes one of these enough to where she'll just come and want to play on her own, because she can certainly do that too, and I will still help and coach. Alrighty, but tune in the next time. Hopefully Philip heals up pretty quickly from this last surgery he needed to get done with I don't know what you call the device, but it helps control his seizures. It's kind of a newer technology. It's an implant.
It's an implant.
They need to go through, and I guess they've got a new type of battery that should even last longer for him. But it's all attached to his brain and everything, and it's fantastic because it senses a seizure and it learns how to stop the seizures. So it's really changed his life a lot. So now he's almost able to live the normal life that he had before all this started happening to him. So it's been really great. So we hope that all goes well. So since this is a Christian-run show, I can ask you all to pray for Pastor Phillip, and he'll be back with us soon. And I want to watch The Natural because it's a baseball movie, and it's supposed to be a very fantastic baseball movie, and it's baseball season. So we want to watch that, and I still would like to watch 12 Angry Men, which is one we had on the docket for a long, long time. So make sure you come back. First more, I think I remember what we were supposed to say. And we'll see you next time at the movies. Or is that what we were saying? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It seems appropriate.